Alright, hello and welcome back to Mass Production Joe, where I, an average Joe, tell you about some mass production stuff. Today, we're talking about a very iconic mass production mobile suit that appeared on Toonami in the early 2000s for Americans. The Leo from Gundam Wing. This is the high grade Leo. This is your guy. Doesn't come with much, considering how varied and unique the wide variety of weapons that Leo uses in Gundam Wing are, and considering how modular the thing is, with different factions having different colors of them. There's space types, all sorts of things that the Leo can have and equip. There's like shoulder cannons, there's commander types, all kinds of stuff. And thing is, Bandai only really got this high grade out into the general market. And then everything that isn't just this standard high grade Leo is premium Bandai. Which, well, they don't print a lot of premium Bandai kits, right? A lot of fellas probably know what I'm talking about there, especially the older kits like things from Wing, and especially the Leo. Who wants a Leo when you can have like the heavy arms of the Death Sight, right? But this Leo, it comes with the iconic machine gun, drum magazine, classic blaster. It's got the shoulder shield, he's got a few accessories. There's the beam sabers that go in the shoulder shield. He gets 2 of them. And that's it. That's all they get. You probably will, if you've seen Gundam Wing, you'd recall that the Leo has like a bunch of different weapons. There's laser weapons, giant cannons, a whole bunch of different ballistic weapons, even missile launchers, and like sort of almost like an anti-tank rifle. And those you can only get if you buy the Leo weapon set, which is a premium Bandai item. Same with like the space type and things like that. The only way to get those parts without buying those specific Leos from Premium Bandai is to get the kit of attachments and extra weapons for the base Leo from Premium Bandai, which is always sold out. So you end up going to Amazon, and it's going to be really overpriced there. Or you could probably find it on eBay, but it'll either be overpriced or scam there some of the time. I mean, maybe you can find a good deal there. But if you want all of those iconic weapons that the Leo had access to in Gundam Wing, and you don't have a way to get the premium Bandai weapon kit, or you don't have a way to buy all those other Leos that Premium Bandai also has reprinted. They're never in stock. They're not printing them. They just do not have them. What you can do is what I did, which is just look until you find something. So, this is kind of a little bit of a promo from another Etsy seller that is not heavy weapon systems. This stuff I'm about to reveal is from a store called Minimech. And Minimech, well, they've got things for the Leo, like that rocket launcher I mentioned, or missile launcher. Here it is. Pretty darn nice, right? And, you can hold it the right way if he wishes. I've got 2 of them here. These prints are really nice. But essentially, if you want to arm your mass-produced little fellas, and, you know, if you're a dude that has an army of wingsuits, I've seen, you know, a few videos and clips going around of people being like, hey, I've got 100 different Leo kits. That's awesome. Do you have weapons for all of them? Maybe not. Maybe buying that many of the Bandai weapon kits might be a little too expensive if you're buying all those Leos. But as you can see, these are pretty nice weapons. Now, I will say, you're buying these individually, or you can buy them for, you know, like in like a more, like you can buy them in like squad packs, or like pairs, 3, 5, things like that. And they have them in both 144 scale and I believe the scale for real grade, like 100, 1 in 100 scale. Also, the thing to note about their machine guns, so the standard iconic Leo machine gun is a big drum magazine and that handle, right? Let me grab. The ones from Minimech have a different magazine, which does appear in the show a couple times, but it's not as common or iconic. And it has a curved magazine and no handle, right? However, it does have a neat little feature, which, you know, this drum magazine can come off of the high grade Leo machine gun, right? But this Minimech does have drum magazines, but I didn't get any. These stick magazines come out as well. See there, and you can also change it out for a drum magazine. I'm not sure if they're compatible, so what I'm going to do is just see if they are. Oh, right there. So they're not, because this has this little nub here, and then there's a hole in the drum mag for that. Whereas the reverse is true for these, because they have a hole for the stick magazine to insert into. So they're not compatible, but they are still very nice. Got 2 of them right here for my Leo. Here, let's give you some. Let's see if you can handle them there. There you go. So, you know, now he's ready to take on all 5 Gundams and explode in a blaze of glory, because as you all know, just like the GM, the Leo is kind of a background punching bag most of the time. However, it is a very cool design, and I very much like it. Gundam Wing has many flaws, but the Leo is not one of them. The Leo is amazing. And speaking of amazing things that the Leo has, besides all these missile launchers that I have for him, there's also that really big rifle I mentioned. So this massive beast of a gun also has a removable magazine. As you can see, same kind of system here. There's a little nub going out, and there's a slot here for it to go into, and you just insert it in. Oh, hang on. There we go. Tight. There we go. Yeah, you gotta kind of slide it in there. Alright. That's odd. Okay. Well, you know, they really nice looking prints, but this magazine keeps falling out. Let's see if I can. Nope. Okay, so this magazine is not going in here. That's unfortunate. I do have another one here. I'm going to look at that one in a second. But for this, there are these holes on the sides for other attachments to stick into. And I'm going to just have to hold it without the magazine for a minute. Very similar grip to the missile launchers, a little bit thicker grip. So if you need to sand it down a little bit for smaller hands, you can. And very much, you know, the classic big gun that they swing around with, try to hit the Gundams with it. But I'm gonna see if the other one has a bit of a tighter magazine hole here, because I can't seem to get this one to stay in there. So we're gonna look at this other one, which looks the same. It's got a lot of nice detail on here. Little grip on there. Just for the back. I don't think you could get a lot of finesse hands in there, but alright. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, no, so I just have a let's put these up to the camera here. You see this one actually has a little notch. This one is busted. Chunk taken out of it. So that's why it's not fitting good. But this one is fitting great. I just happen to have a unfortunate print, which is just something you get with 3D printed things sometimes. But that's fine, because hey, you don't need to take the magazines out. I mean, half the time when you're making a model kit, the whole gun is just a whole gun. So I'll probably just glue this one in, and then with the other one, that'll be the one I can interchange the magazine. But yeah, so if you have a Leo and you like Gundam Wing, or you just like the Leo in general, or if you want to give a Tall Geese some Leo weapons, and you just can't get your hands on the premium Bandai stuff, or you want to save a little money, or you just want a specific weapon, these are a great option. The missile launchers are not like, you know, interchangeable magazine or anything, because they're like, you know, a big old self-contained system of machinery. But they do have 2 grips, so it's quite nice, and they also come in 2 different configurations. So you can get like a right-handed and a left-handed. So if you want to make sure that you have one for either side of your Leo, so that you can line up that scope with their visor plate thing. Here, oh, here he is. Maybe he'll get a win this time, Leo. But let me just show you real quick what I mean by when I'm rambling on about the sights on these little plastic rocket launchers. Yeah. So there you go. You can see how it would, you know, work there. Yeah, these are pretty great. I've got some other things from Minimech, but this video is specifically on things for the Leo, because it is a very common, very cheap mass production kit, but the high grade doesn't come with many accessories. So here are some ways to get the accessories that you wouldn't have access to in general. Just because, like, I've wanted to get my hands on some Leo space types and that Leo weapon set for a while, but Premium Bandai never has them in stock, and I don't want to pay like whatever Amazon is asking for it, because it is just a lot more than it is worth. So I have it. So I got these instead, which much cheaper. I'll just like the Minimech. I'm sorry, just like the heavy weapons videos. I will put a link to the Minimech store. They've got a lot of other stuff besides Gundam Wing. They even have some things from Armored Core, which is really cool because we got those Armored Core kits coming from 30-minute missions, I believe, pretty soon. So I think that announcement was like a week ago. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing if the Minimech stuff will be really compatible with the 30-minute missions Armored Core line, because I'm hoping we get some MTs, honestly, because mass production, right?